Hello, everyone, and welcome to Twitch Monster 27's coverage of the Brickyard KM or BRLs Brickyard race here. This is round number 2 of the series, race number 1, race number 2 of the second round. But before getting into anything race related, we have to first talk about what is the elephant in the room, and that is, of course, Greg Biffle's passing, and that's why this race is tributed to him and the tragic situation that happened with the plane crash that ended not only his life, but the life of his family, the life of the pilot, the life of the other passengers on board. What a tough situation to have to deal with. And so our hearts go out to their families, the friends, the overall community because of this tragedy. And so that is why we are going to attribute this race to him. This and many other leagues are here to support the families in this tragedy and show how much Greg Biffle impacted this community that is the racing community. So as BRL grids up and everything, we will take you through the running order as soon as I get the grid information up. So nice. 1 second. Everything's turned off. Alright, so there we go. And so let's take you through it. Let's take you through our pole sitter right now before Dolphin. Now Dolphin did not have a good Homestead Miami. Was involved in an accident that took him out. He's looking to reverse that here on this Greg Biffle tribute race here at Indianapolis. He's going to start on pole, so an excellent opportunity for him to run away from everything. BC, one of our officials, is going to be starting second in that number 3 car, and he would like to have a good finish. Last week at Indianapolis, he finished at Homestead, I should say, he finished 8th place on the grid, and he's going to have an excellent opportunity with only 8 cars to keep that car up front. We'll see if he's able to do that. We hope he's able to. Back in black, generally going to run the number 9, but right now he's in, of course, a tribute number 16 for Greg Biffle. And back in black is our blitz reporter as well. Now, when we were at Homestead, Black finished 7th on the grid. Not the best way to start a round. However, could have been worse. Could have DNF, so he's got points. He's looking to continue that in this tribute race. Welder is our other tribute driver in the number 16. He's got a good looking scheme, 3M scheme as well. And he is going to start 4th place on the grid at Homestead 68. Brand finished 5th place, so he's going to start there in 4th. Hopefully he's going to be able to do something with it. And how about his teammate in the 68? Right there in that 68 Exalta. He's looking to have a good run. AIM, only his 2nd race of the season. He's back from his suspension and looking to put on a good show, of course, to rack up those team points, since he would not be able to fight for a championship. Wes, who pretty much swept everything the previous round, except for the Daytonas, he's looking to come out and put on a show here. Woozy Emu is going to round out the field, but it's time to go green flag racing for the BRL series. Green flag is in the air, and Greg Biffle. I hear a lot of that today as he he streaks down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Of course, the unique quad oval, as there are 4 distinct corners of this track. It makes this track so unique, hard to pass, and only built for those who are the strongest to make it there to the end. But it looks like it's gonna be Sebastian that's gonna lead our first lap. Remember, Sebastian started way back there in 5th, and now up front, he's got his teammate, the 72, right behind him. So it goes Sebastian, Wes, and then Wilder. They're all on teams. They're the same team, and they are 1, 2, 3 as Wes assumes the lead. And so it's gonna be interesting to see, you know, how everything goes in this race. Obviously, as far as who's going to win, I wish I was out there. Of course, I don't think I had a chance to win, but I feel that I had a good chance to put on a good show, help these guys put on a good show, have a good running out there. So it kind of stinks that I'm not able to get out there, but I mean, you know, it is what it is, and be out there the next time. West continuing to lead. He's going to lead his first lap. And so we're going to pay attention to his performance. The chat is open, so if you want to leave any comments, of course, about the Biff, anything that you appreciated about him, his racing style, his character, his number, his team, throughout the years, feel free to do that as we go throughout this race. Let's check up on, of course, the rear of the field here is the Woos in the number 8 M&M's Chevrolet is getting an opportunity to start here, and he's running 7th. So he was able to gain 1 position out there on the track. These guys, you're gonna see these guys get spaced out. That's understandable. And you know, just because there's not as many as what normally be in these races does not mean we will not have action. It does not mean we will not have cautions. This means that these guys are going to get a chance to showcase their speed as well as their strategy. So when you have this few drivers out there, the biggest thing that's going to get you to the front is not going to be just raw speed. It's going to be the strategy. That's what's going to get you out there, as we're on board the number 2 of AIM. That's what's going to get you through is going to be the strategy, the pit strategy, managing your tires, managing your fuel. That's what's going to get you through on these long green flag stretches. Speaking of getting through, I hope my voice gets through. It's been a while since I've been in the booth. I am Sam Cook, I'm your broadcaster for the day, the league owner, host, and channel owner as well. So if you're new to the channel, Twitch Monster 27, be sure to hit that follow button. Also check us out on the YouTube side of things, Stream Monster 27 on the YouTube side, where you get a chance to see all things BRL, our other league, KMR, and all 3 of its series that run on NASCAR 25. Check them all out, Stream Monster 27. We are 6 laps into the Brickyard race here. AIM is running a good 4th place, about 3 seconds from the leader. And right now, I mean, it's important, especially right now, not to burn up your tires. Strategy is going to be key, as we just mentioned. So we'll see if he's able to keep the tires under him until that first pit stop. And then we look at our Blitz reporter for the race, number 16 of Back in Black. Thank you for honoring the Biff and taking the time out to do that is much appreciated. You know, can't say enough about the impact that Greg Biffle made. I made a comment in the KMR race that one of the things I appreciated about Greg Biffle is that he ran he reminded me a lot of drivers like Dale Jarrett or Martin. He was going to beat you the right way. It didn't mean that he didn't get into accidents sometimes, and it didn't mean that, you know, of course, he didn't have his run-ins with certain drivers. But what it did mean was that there was a standard that he approached his race with, you know, and you know, you can appreciate that because he had a great amount of success in the way he drove out there and in doing that. So I'm much appreciative of drivers like that. Greg Biffle was never my favorite driver, but I had a lot of respect for him in Roush Racing at the time. Remember, he also had Carl Edwards, he was more on the aggressive side of things, Carl was, but I'm pretty sure for everyone that was involved, everyone that ran with him, raced with him, and everything, I'm pretty sure that family, the Yates family, just everybody is so sick and devastated when they heard the news. We got a car low here. That is Dolphin. And I wonder what happened. He must have got damaged or something. Because let's see if we can take a look at, well, he just came out of pit road, so he should be good, yeah. But I wonder if and now Black is in pit road. He's taking it down pit road here. So is this scheduled pit stops? Let's see. Black had an incident. He hit the wall there. He's got to get damage repair. So you know what? I don't know. Maybe it was that they had contact, but Black was further back than Dolphin. But you know, one thing about Indianapolis, especially when you are coming out of turn 4, as we get on board with the 68 here, when you come out of turn 4, it's really narrow and exit. Maybe they entered too hot or exited too hot, smacked that wall there, got suspension damage, and had to pit. We'll just have to see. Right now, these guys putting on the show. Now, these two right here, the other 16 and the 68, these guys are teammates. But look at Wes, sailed away. He is gone. So, question for the audience. You can put it in the chat there. We'll talk about it. What was your favorite paint scheme for Greg Biffle? What was your favorite Biffle paint scheme? Love to hear from you guys. One of his more iconic ones was the 3M paint scheme, though. On board, the 68. Hear them shifting, so they're using the shift, using that 5th gear. Side by side there, right around them is Sebastian. It's going to take second. Oh, and then he gets into the wall, and there's the 16 gonna go around. 16 right on back around him. And so here we are now, more pit stops. I think a lot of this is guys hitting the wall. I think a lot of this is more so guys smacking that wall than it is strategy here. Oh, and you just saw, for example, the 8 smack that wall. Let's see if he's gotten damage from that contact there. Still learning the buttons here. Yeah, he's got damage. He's got damage. Into the wall again, he's got damage. He's gonna need to get that fixed, and that's probably going to be the story of the night. Who can keep that car the cleanest? That's going to be slur of the night as West gets ready to put some drivers a lap down. There he goes, right on around aim. And he's going to keep rolling. West got the lead. Oh, West hits the wall. Whoops. Can't be doing that, Wes. No damage from, oh, I'm looking at the wrong person. Let's do this. Let's go up to Wes. No damage there. But here we are on caution. This was a planned competition caution as the field is going to catch up here. And on lap 16, we will pay tribute to the driver, to his family, to all those that are involved in that tragic accident that happened early last week. As the field catches up. There's one of the 16s. One of the 16s here as we prepare to pay tribute. So what's going to happen is these two drivers, these two 16 cars, are going to come up front and lead the way as we pay tribute once again. Greg Biffle, the Biffle family, all those that tragically lost their life in that plane crash. Mr. Biffle, this is for you. Appreciate everyone giving tribute to the 16 of Greg Biffle. Thank you for everyone that participated in making this happen. And let's talk to one of those participants right now. Black. This is Sam Cooke in the booth. All right, give me a second.
Yeah.
Black, this is Sam Cooke in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, normally we talk about your car, we talk about other things, but I think right now it's not the time. I appreciate you coming in and being willing to do this tribute to Greg Biffle and his family. Just tell us a few things about, or tell us something that you appreciate about the Biff, or any comments you'd like to say about the incident.
Yeah, I know Biff. Ever since I grew up, I was a Greg Biffle fan from his truck series when he won the Craftsman Truck Series Championship back in '99. My whole family was a Greg Biffle fan. And then he won his Busch Series title driving the 60 car. And so, yeah, I'm so happy I come in and done the tribute. Thanks for you for letting me do it. I had to get on my car and for one race and drove with the Biffle car. So, let's go get it done for Biff.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I know many leagues in the community. You did. Greg Biffle was a very impactful racer, but when you compare him to people like Richard Petty or Dale Earnhardt Jr., he's not at the top of that list. He's in the list. He's not at the top, but when you lose someone like that, such a class act, someone who brought so much to racing because he did it the right way, it makes an impact, and many leagues are around the community and are showing their appreciation for what he did for NASCAR and for racing.
Yeah, he also owned the 30 car in the ARCA series for Cletus and all them, so he was in the development program driver for the top 75 and NASCAR and all that drivers, so. And plus he owned the ARCA team, so yeah, it's hard to see him go this soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Black, I appreciate you, and hopefully one of those 16s will grace a presence one last time in Victory Lane, and so go out there, take care of it.
Yep, I'm waiting on the invite back.
Oh. Well, that was the driver of one of the 16s, back in black. He is certainly giving a great tribute to the late Greg Biffle's family. So they are double foul here, and we'll see if they get Black back into party.
I've already asked him twice for it.
We'll see what happens.
If not, I'll just be on like in this option.
All right, just go ahead and do that then. So we will stay on board the 16 Ford car out there, and we'll catch this, our first restart of the race. Here we go. Going green flag right now. BRL back on the green flag. Fooled ya. We're gonna go around one more time as they pull in back in black back into the party. Yeah, everybody was excited, huh? Everybody thought we were going green. Nope, not yet. We're back at the Brickyard Indy here under our first caution for our honorary laps as we pay tribute to Greg Biffle. The 9 of Back in Black is one of those 16s. We got a chance to hear his thoughts. And maybe the next caution we'll try and get our other 16 in here. But right now, they pace around here. They're preparing to go and take the green flag. If you are enjoying what you're watching, please be sure to hit that follow button. Be sure to hit the subscribe button over there on the YouTube side of things. That way you can catch each and every time we go green flag, as the KMR Truck Series, the KMR Cup Series, and the BRL Series are all broadcasted right here on Twitch Monster 27. I want to thank also those others that stream. Check out Wesley Verse 72 on Twitch. Check out BD Dolphin on Twitch. Check out Back in Black on Twitch. These guys also stream the live footage, and some of them are live right now, so be sure to catch them. Blitz preparing to go back, green flag racing at the Brickyard. Here we go, green flags in the air, and we're racing. And in. Fourth place on the grid as he challenges the 72 of West. West has lost the lead there. Look at the 68. They're going 4-3 wide down the back straightaway. Now there's plenty of room for 3 wide, but you had better figure it out by the time you get to that corner, because the corners really narrow up and it's really difficult to make side-by-side passes here at Indianapolis. And it's unique quad oval design, meaning 4 separate individual corners as opposed to a sweeping corner like most tracks. And West, to no surprise, back up front, but look at the 16, gonna make a challenge here into turn 1. He's going to make the challenge, a little bit of contact there. And the 16 trying to take sole ownership of first place, and look at the 2. The Ford's really stepping up here. West, though, showing his power in that Yoda down the back straightaway, and he's going to continue on side by side as they prepare to enter 1. And West says, yeah, I'll take that back. Going back to the back. Into the wall, and back he goes. He's out of it. So let's get you back up towards the front. Let's get on board this action right here. 3 wide action right here. Side by side again. Look at the 3 is getting in there. That's a 3 of Beloved. And BC makes a pass on the 68. He's going to take possession of what I believe is 5th place on the grid. It is. Forward. So what they learned out of that pit stop and that run, Black back up to 3rd. Let's get on board Wilder, because Wilder challenges. So Greg Biffle is battling none other than Greg Biffle. And there's a pass on Greg Biffle. And taking that position away is Greg Biffle. And coming to the line in 3rd place, none other than the 16 of Greg Biffle. Yes, sir. And Greg Biffle is starting to pull away from Greg Biffle as Greg Biffle drops a couple positions, and Greg Biffle's going to go down to 6th. All right, let's talk about some of the other drivers on the track. Beloved up to 4th. Look at that presence of mind to take those spots away as Greg Biffle was battling with Greg Biffle. And so now let's see if she's trapped up. Oh, he's trapped kind of high there. Ooh, kisses the wall just a little bit. That is enough to shave off just a little bit of momentum. But look at him battle back. And look at Greg Biffle on the bottom there challenging the 68. All right, I'm done. Look at Beloved having a really strong run. And this is exactly what he needs, is that strong run. He needs that strong run in the points. but not just in the points. He needs it in the confidence as we compete. This is a stretch here, a couple ovals. Last week we were at Homestead Oval. Now we're at Indy Oval. Excellent opportunity here for him to gain that confidence and those points. Headed back to the road for in a couple weeks. On board the 68. There goes the 3 way up high in the 68. Did he have to hit every cone? Come on, man. Giving those yard work guys something to do on the next caution. We got to call those cones back. Thank you, 68. Guys are gonna do. There's Milkshake out there. Milkshake, sorry about that. That I didn't have the. I had the chat up, but I didn't have the. It scrolled over like I should have, man. There is Greg Biffle challenging the 68 here. Ooh, really close to that wall. And that's really all you need to gain that momentum. Let's talk about a driver we haven't really talked about much yet this race. Well, we kind of did, I guess. But let's talk about this guy. Let's talk about AIM, because AIM, was, you know, we didn't see him the first round. His debut race was Homestead, Miami. And here he is in this number 2. And he is hanging with West. He has him, but he's hanging with him. That is awesome. Considering the speed that West is having that Toyota. That is great. So he needs to keep that up. We'll see if he's able to do that. We got a driver down pit road. That is Beloved in the 3. He's got damage. I'll tell you, hitting that wall takes a ton. It hurts a ton. And he's the next one to feel it. He hits the wall. He's going to take it down pit road. He's going to get that damage fixed. Right along with Greg Biffle as he is trying to gain on Greg Biffle. No margin for error on the track. Hit the wall, it really hurts. Ooh, into the dirt. Can't be doing that. We got 3 cars one lap down. We got BC, we got ED, and then we've got BC. All a lap down, all had to pit. No doubt, the damage. Time on board the other Biff. Greg Biffle. And Woozy just DNF'd. We just lost Woozy. And let's see, that might be enough to throw out the caution. It is. Caution flag flies for the first time today under incident. That is Woozy Emu. Wrecked it out. So now we're down to 7, and that's going to help out Beloved, who is our first car, 1 lap down. So let's do this. Let's see if we can get word in with Greg Biffle. What's up? Yeah. What's up, Wilder?
Hey.
Having a pretty solid run so far, but you know, normally we would talk about your car. Normally we talk about, you know, your race and goals and everything and within the race. But I think it'd be apropos to talk about the driver we are giving tribute to, Greg Biffle. Just tell us a few things about, you know, your thoughts on Biffle.
He was a wonderful man, you know, after what he did for the people in Hurricane Helene. He's just a great man all around. It's very sad what happened to him. And I don't really know what to say, man. Put me on the spot.
Sorry about that. You know, it really is a tragedy to have such a great role model. Not only on track, but as you mentioned, the support that he gave to those that were affected by the hurricanes and lost so much. And he put himself out to be able to support the community, support strangers he didn't even know.
Yeah.
Just a very positive role model, and such a tragic situation that happened for him and his family.
Yeah.
So we hope that one of the Greg Biffle cars get to victory lane today. What are your plans to try to get them there?
Just hope I can beat these two out in front of me. I'm going against some very fast people, you know. It's going to be a challenging race. It's my first time at Indy Open, so it'll be cool to get a win here and in Biffle's car. And they invited me.
All right, so good deal.
I'll see you.
All right, see ya. And that was one of the other Greg Biffle tribute drivers. And maybe later on we'll have a conversation with our driver here in the release from the infield care center. He's still getting checked out right now, so we'll let him check out. All right, so as of right now, let's look at our starting grid brought to you by BRL. Wes, he has pretty much had his thumb on this race the entire time. He is first. Aim sitting second. He has really started to put the power down and was hanging on to Wes's coattail there for a while. We'll see it now if he can surpass him. Greg Biffle sitting third place. And beside him, none other than Greg Biffle. The two Biffle tributes, Wilder and Black, sitting side by side, third and fourth. And rounding out the top five is Sebastian in that 68. So here we go, taking the green. And we are rolling again. 7 drivers tributing Greg Biffle, going through the gears. Side by side is Wes and Aim as they battle it out, but look none other than Wilder. He's going to challenge on the inside, and look, the other 16 is going to challenge as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 is what you're looking at, all under a blanket as they enter turn 2. Out into turn 2, Aim does not have the preferred line coming in here. He's going to have to hang tough on that outside, and he's going to have help as it could be a possible 3 wide. No. Greg Biffle backs out of it, smart man, but Greg Biffle is going to try and take the inside, knocking down the cones again. It's a strike as they try to go inside. Aim is going to hang on into the line. It's going to be West to lead it, and Aim is shoved down the racetrack by none other than Biffle. And then, oh, contact hard into the wall. And he's got damage. Oh, my goodness. Had a lot of speed. Let's see who else got involved in that. Will that be a caution? No caution yet. I don't think it classifies, as he had his momentum and just hit hard into the wall. That was tough. And so now Wilder is here. Let's see, Black. He didn't get any damage either, so no one got damage from that except for Aim, and Aim is hurt. He's got to take that thing down pit road. Man, that's unfortunate. He had a really strong car. We'll see if he can do something with it. That's tough. Let's get you back out onto the racetrack. West kind of pulling away after that incident. Sebastian, will he work to try to catch his teammate? Will he be like, hey, you got it, partner? I will defend this. It's a 1.6 second gap between first and second. Oh, look at this battle between Beloved and Aim. Nice battle here. Aim is going to, excuse me, not Aim, I'm sorry, Wilder. Wilder is going to take that position. That's not even Wilder. That's Black. I'm sorry. Back in Black is going to take that position. And BC is close behind. We'll see if he can hang on, try to stay in. So yeah, we're starting to get that separation to come in. We are sitting on lap 34 of 90. So still a quarter of the race down and 2 quarters to go. Another pass there is the lap car of Aim. First car 1 lap down. Had Greg Biffle make the pass around Aim, and so he gets 1, 2, 3, that team up front. They can finish like this. It would be a team finish for them. First of the season. They'll get that extra 100 team points as a bonus. They can score a team finish. Oh, and more contact. The 2 is around. You see it in the back and backed it into the wall. And that will bring out the caution. What happened to Ames? He's going to dart it down pit road. He's got rear end damage, but that should definitely bring out the caution as that happened right in front of the drivers there. We'll see if a caution is called, and we'll see who got into him. Was it Beloved that got into him? Somebody got into him and turned him clean around. We'll see if the caution flag flies here or whether they will call it green. I believe that's a caution. Yes, sir! Caution's out. Second for incident here at the Brickyard. Man, that's tough. But well, the good thing is that he was able to save the car. The bad thing is now he can't get his lap back because he was involved in the accident. So that's going to mean that the 4, BD Dolphin, is our first driver, 1 lap down, and is going to be eligible to get his lap back. That's a good thing. Under caution once again, guys. We'll be back here at Indy. Let's see if we can have a conversation with our driver that did DNF. 1 second here. All right, and we are going to be joined by Woozy Emu, driver of the number 8 BRL Chevrolet, and DNF'd our first casualty of this race. Just kind of take us through it, Woozy. What happened, man?
So basically, while me and Dolphin was going straight, he go left slightly, and I see a pit ramp up ahead, and I was trying to avoid it, but it got me, and I got DNF from it.
Man, that is tough. That is tough, man. But we appreciate you coming in and joining us here, and you're welcome to stay in the booth, of course. I'm pretty sure you're already in your suit and tie.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, do you have any thoughts or anything you'd like to share about Greg Biffle?
I don't know him that much beside of the television. I was born in 2001, but I know Greg Biffle, like on my YouTube channel. What's his name? I forget, but he was beside him at all times when he was doing Arca series. Yeah, but he is a cool dude, and rest in peace for him.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, let's center back in on the race here, and it's been the West show for the entire race.
It's all
West
show. It's all West show.
Yeah. Well, look at that, a 68 of Sebastian. Gonna take the lead out of pit road, and none other than Greg Biffle gonna be second. Wes is third, and then Greg Biffle fourth. And then Beloved is going to be fifth. I'm gonna tell you, those Greg Biffle cars, tough to beat out there, man. Just tough.
Yeah.
Tough to beat.
Hey Sam, can we talk after the stream? Can we talk more?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So, what lap are we on, Sam Cook?
We are on lap 38, approaching lap 39 of 90. So
And it
little
will-
over a quarter of the way through.
And it will be 10 overtime when we get past that, right?
Right. That is correct. And so let's get you set up for this restart. Let's talk about pole sitter 68.
Oh, we have a cone on the track.
Wilder, I'm telling you, they're killing the cones. Wilder is going to start second. West going to be third. Well, how quick can West get back up to the lead is going to be the question.
And here we
We'll
go.
have an answer here shortly. Back in black, fourth. PD Dolphin is going to be fifth. BC is sixth, and AIM is able to get the wave around, but he will be seventh. Here we go.
Go! Green flag running away at my hometown, Indianapolis!
They're rumbling down the front straightaway, headed into turn one. How quick can West get back up to the lead? He is pushing the 68 up front past Greg Biffle. Now he's side by side with the 68 machine. 3 wide at Indy. Tough to make that work, but they do it. You know what? West side by side now. Yeah, he gets the nose, he gets the body, he gets everything.
Oh, look out for Greg Biffle!
Greg Biffle, hard contact with the 68, and in a row!
And I believe that's going to be a caution.
Trying to figure out which Biff it was that hit the wall. No damage to either one as they keep going, but they definitely shook up. Yeah, they definitely shook up the running order there. And look at who is running close to the front now. Back up to third is the 2 of AIM. You know, he had that incident that brought out the caution. And now he is trying to make way, but look, none other than Greg Biffle comes shooting past him. He read Biffle's going to regain that third position. So it goes West, Sebastian, Wilder, Aim,
Welder,
Dolphin.
Welder, A.K. Greg Biffle.
And Aim hits the wall and loses it again. And into pit road. Saving grace for him.
God have saved him.
As a very tricky corner. He has got to be careful there. I'm pretty sure he's learning, but all it takes is one time. That tire barrier doesn't move.
And Wesley is taking off fine.
He sure is. BD Dolphin trying to rebound. He's been trapped most of the first quarter of the race, a lap down. Now he's on the lead lap and trying to make moves. He's up to fourth in that 4 car. And that is Dolphin, is sandwiched between 2 Greg Biffles. Hard into turn number 1.
It's gonna be side by side with Greg Biffle again with Dolphin.
And Biffle makes short work of BD Dolphin, aka Kevin Harvick.
Oh, we have double.
We'll take a look ahead because Greg Biffle is battling none other than Greg Biffle. They were side by side, and now they're coming single file down the back stretch. Which Biffle will it be? They're blocking. Biffle's blocking. Oh, but Biffle didn't get a good turn 1 there. That's going to kill a little bit of that momentum as he hops across the bumps down in turn number 1. That kind of messed up turn number 2, and that's going to give Greg Biffle a little bit more momentum. But look at that. Biffle gets the draft. It's going to pull him right back up to the rear bumper. And now, which way do you go? Because now you got the 4 there. That's challenging as well. You could definitely get wrapped up and wrecked if you're not careful. With that, the 4 car of Dolphin's going to back off a little bit. That allows Greg Biffle a little bit of breathing room. As he holds on to 4th place. Let's go through your running order real quick. It is Wes. And Wes is no complaints over the radio. Wes is smooth sailing, very strong, 72. He is leading, representing Twitch, doing a great job. Sebastian is sitting 2nd, and he's been the only other driver right now that's been able to kind of maintain that run. As we got some action going on with the Biffles. The Biffles battling hard. This is exciting to see.
It's a battle of the Biff.
Yeah. It is a battle of the Biffs coming here. And they've got that 1 tag along. That is Dolphin. So let's see. Let's get on board Greg Biffle.
Also, don't forget, he really needs to catch up to do with the other tags.
Sure does. We are on board Greg Biffle. Down the back straightaway here at Indy. Entering turn number 3 now. Does he have the angle? He's going to use a little bit of that bumper. Another downshift here. He's going to see if he can get it, but that's the other Greg Biffle. Now it's turn 4. Here we go. Contact made. Got it to the wall that are side by side. Down the front straightaway. It'll be Greg Biffle. Let's want to hold on to 3rd place. Biffle's still there on the outside of the play back here. As Dolphin now makes the 1-2. That's going to push Greg Biffle back to 5th place. Some excitement for you. Now let's see if Biffle can get back up front, as he's going to make the run off of 2 there. He's going to try to get past BD Dolphin and make his run back up. Now you also got to think strategy-wise, how is this battling playing in with the tires? Now I know that they just pitted and got new tires, but you look at the rate of consumption when you look at fuel, when you look at the tires there, the track is kind of rubbered in, so it's gonna eat away a little bit at the tires, but not as much as, look at Biff, gonna try and make a run. He's gonna go side by side with the 16. Oh no, he hits the grass a lot there. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he hit a bump or what. That was uncharacteristic to see him back off like that. That was scary. And him and Dolphin right there together. So now some catching up to do. Maybe that was a little bit of lag. I don't know. Now he's got some catching up to do as Dolphin is going to make that pass. Sebastian 4 seconds off the lead. Aim first car 1 lap down. So if the caution comes out, he'll be the beneficiary of the lucky dog. And Sebastian been the only one that's been able to kind of see the 72. The 72 has just been on his own island, sipping a pina colada on his beach chair, watching the waves roll in. He is not concerned with anybody, and that's got to be a great feeling when you think of, you know, in terms of having to battle back and forth. What a great feeling as AIM dives it down pit road and is in danger of going yet another lap down.
Oh, we have a caution.
Oh man, caution is out. Let's see what for. I see no damage on any cars. Let's see, BC looking good.
They're actually slowing down.
Wilder looking good. Sebastian, all right. BC. AIM was the only one down pit road. Maybe he spun. There's Dolphin. So maybe he spun. I don't know, but we've got another caution. That's going to bring the field together here. It might be a caution for debris. And that's going to bring us under yet another run here. And once again, we tribute Greg Biffle. So they are throwing a competition caution that's going to allow us opportunity to show our tribute to the 16 team once again. If you are liking what you're seeing, be sure to hit that follow button. Be sure to check us out on the YouTube side of things, Stream Monster 27. fans on their feet. Greg Biffle. That's all he did, and now the field will reorder, regrid. So our competition caution, second of the day, final of the day, as we get ready to run. They're going to open pit road, no doubt, and then we will pit. So what an awesome run, an awesome deal there for us. We're just so thankful for everything. I want to appreciate all your support out there in the stream as well. Thank you for all that you do. Pit road open this time. They're going to pit, and we'll be right back for a restart. Welcome back to the Brickyard for this tribute stream to Greg Biffle. We're here for race number 2 of round number 2 in the Blitz Racing League. Let's take you through the starting grid as we prepare for a restart here. Wes has been dominant and is continuing to lead laps here. He's in first. Sebastian, he's going to be second place on the grid. He's going to start on the outside. Wilder in the Greg Biffle scheme. He's going to start on the inside in that Toyota. And then none other than Greg Biffle, a.k.a. Back in Black, is going to start fourth place. BD Dolphin going to round out fifth in the grid. Everyone right now stands on the lead lap. And here we go as they approach the start finish line. Woozy, take us to the green.
Okay. We're going into the restart zone, and here we go. Rain Giant on the way.
Shifting and rumbling as the exhaust pops. The cars go into turn number 1. Wes that run, but Greg Biffle is tight on the rear end. This time, it's like, you're not getting away, buddy. And let's see if they can maintain that momentum. And then a couple positions away, Greg Biffle trapped behind some of those other cars. He's going to try and get through. He's been pretty powerful in the short run. The long run, though, is where he has had issues so far in this race. West kind of high up there.
Oh!
But able to maintain. Now, let's see. Coming into 4. It's been the tricky corner for many racers here in this race as they have bounced it off that wall and got damaged. They're going to keep that car clean. West hadn't broken away yet. We'll see who will be able to get there. Look at Aim in the 2 is marched all the way through the field, and now he takes over the 3rd position. He is fast in that deuce. And he is hunting. He is West hunting as he is hanging on to that 3rd position. It goes West, Sebastian, and then Aim. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at Aim. All types of pressure on Greg Biffle to see if he's going to fold. As Biffle now trying to get that draft off the 72 of West. West not trying to have it. He goes all the way down to the bottom, then back up front, enough to make the corner. 1, 2, 3, all right here under a blanket. It looked like some momentum from the 2 out of 4, or out of 2, but I didn't see it. It hasn't translated on the straightaway there. And so I don't think he got the momentum he was looking for. Yes, he did. Look at the entrance. Drives it in deep and right up to the rear bumper of the 16. Aim aggressive, trying to get that position away and catch West before he decides to leave, and Biff hits the wall. No damage on there, but he definitely lost his momentum. And in the meantime, look at the 2 challenging for the race lead. Aim O'Hire is your leader right now. Secures the position right past West, and there he goes. Now, will West get it back? West dives low, gets that momentum. He's not having none of that. No, sir, you're not leading the lap. Contact just a little bit. Inside now, here's a 2 again with momentum. He's gonna exit 1 or exit 4 and be number 1. Aim leads the lap. And he is being shoved down the front straightaway by the 72 now. Aim been the only one that's been able to get up there and pass him, like definitively pass him. And that is awesome as we are over halfway in the race. There goes West once again to the inside. West now side by side as they prepare to enter 3. Ooh, it's tight. They're rubbing doors. Oh, they got to be careful. They don't want to get connected there. And in the exit now, this is going to be where it narrows up coming out of 4 right here. And West bodies the 2 out of the way and reassumes the race lead. What a battle. It just seems like power-wise, West has more of the power. However, in the corners, Aim has been able to wrap the bottom a lot better. That's what's kept his momentum high. But right now, West trying to run away. And look at Greg Biffle way down there at the bottom. But side by side with the 68, we got another battle. This is a battle for 3rd. Excuse me, this is a battle for 4th. Battle over. Greg Biffle wins that little battle. He's going to win 4th place and continue his run. Can he get up and battle Greg Biffle in 3rd? We'll have to find out. Inside, look at Sebastian coming right back at him. to his quarter panel, and now side by side as they enter 2. And yes, sir. Sebastian gonna get that and try and drive away, and more action here as now Greg Biffle is battling the 2. Greg Biffle is everywhere tonight. Aim trying to hang on because he knows if Biffle gets by him, then his chance to get West is all but over as West starts to gap the field once again. Aim gonna reassume second place. Biffle been pretty strong all night long, one way or the other. Now it's gonna have to get that momentum back to catch the 2 of Aim. The other Biff, Greg Biffle, in 5th place here. And we'll see if we can keep that momentum up. Maybe kind of burn those tires just a little bit. About to see it. Let's go further back. Dolphin battling with the 3. This is the battle for 90th right here. And Dolphin doesn't want to be the first car 1 lap down. He's going to battle the 3 as he goes in hard right here. And side by side with the 3 and a little bit of contact there. But he secures the pass. That's going to put Beloved back to 7th. And look at Beloved not wanting to give that battle up. Pushing the 4 down the back straightaway and into 3. Dolphin able to manage that forced momentum well. Keeps the car under control and starts to gap the 3 there. Beloved, when you look at Beloved, he is also kind of tributing his car to Greg Biffle and that truck scheme that he ran when he was in the trucks. His BC comes right back. Beloved Biffle trying to battle with Beady Biffle. I think for the rest of the race, I'm just going to put Biffle behind everybody's name. Let's check on Wes Biffle, who is running away with this 2.7 over Aim O Biffle. That too. And oh, look now, it's Biffle in the 3rd position, 68. These guys have really been the star of the field. All 3 of these drivers have been running up front the entire time, but don't worry, Welder Biffle trying to change that narrative there. We're on lap 64 of 90, so we're getting to over 3/4 of the race. show, though. Wes. Wow. Woozy, you awake over there? Your host is not.
Yeah. Sorry.
Good, man. Your thoughts on the race so far?
Well, at least we're at my own track, no flight, oval in the wall course. But for the meantime, actually it's just flying through color throughout the track. Other than that, we're just chilling.
Yes, sir. We're chilling right now. Oh, we got somebody down pit road. This beloved Biffle.
And that is beloved.
Yup.
And that is past beloved. If we need to do something.
Tires. Went ahead and got tires. Probably gonna go one lap. Old Biffle is down pit road to get tires. That's 68. One of the last pit stops if we can manage those tires. We'll see. He has 4 freshies. Let's go back up to Wes. Wes has been able to take care of his tires, take care of his stuff. Another reason why he's been able to stay up front. Wesley Biffle. And then it's Biffle, sitting second in the 68. Wilder Biffle getting challenged by none other than Greg Biffle. And those two have been around each other all night long, literally. Right there. Now let's see if Greg Biffle can get around Wilder Biffle. Side by side, the Biffles into turn number 3. Oh, and contact. Ooh, and then, I mean, the scary part about that is that could have very easily been a turn across the nose and then hard into the wall, but they were able to hold on to it. And so Greg Biffle was able to get around Wilder. Put us right here at 20 to go, with white flag being lap 90 and checkered flag being lap 91. Once again, if you enjoy what you're watching, be sure to catch us live. The BRL series, the Blitz Racing League, runs every Tuesday at 7:45. So yes, we are running on Monday. We know that the Christmas holiday is only a couple days away. And so we elected to run this race so that we can have a proper tribute broadcast. And that's why our numbers are not high for this race. That's why we don't have a full field out here. It was kind of a spare of the moment decision. But one I don't regret because it allows us to showcase talent but give a proper tribute as well. So I want to thank everyone for your support. You want to catch us also in the KMR series. The Cookie Monster Race League runs on Sundays for the trucks and Xfinity. You can catch that live on Twitch Monster 27, 7:45 Eastern Standard on Sunday. And then, into the wall. One of the Biffles come in, the other one stays out. Yikes. And then, of course, you can catch the Cup Series, the KMR Cup Series on Mondays, 7:45 Eastern, and then right here on Tuesdays for the Blitz Racing League. Be sure to check us out on YouTube, Stream Monster 27. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, because once all of our footage is done here, it goes there.
I might back out and I'll speak with you when you get done.
All right, sounds good. Appreciate you stopping through.
Yep.
That was Woozy Biffle, former driver of the number 8. He was in the booth for us for a while, and he's gonna express there. Thank you, Woozy Emu, for helping us out. All right, so I talked about strategy. The drivers that manage their stuff the best are the ones that are going to benefit. West, now hit road. Sebastian, gonna go with him. That's the tires. That's gonna let Welder be our race leader. He's in that same boat. What's he gonna decide to do? Get tires? We'll find out. Headed down pit road via the service entrance is Wilder. So let's look at next in line. Look at Dolphin. He's going to head down pit road as well. And that's going to give the lead to none other than Wes when he's able to get around. He is going to reassume the race lead. And that's going to be that. Look at this group here. The 68, the 2, Black in the 9, or I should say the 16, all right here together as well. Out they go, and so West again reassumes the lead. Look at Ames sitting there second place. Now, how much is he willing to burn in tires? I reckon they're probably going to have to make one more stop. If they manage their tires well, they might be able to get to the end. But if I had to guess, they probably have to make one more stop, especially if a caution comes out. So let's see what happens. Who's going to be able to play that long ball, and who's going to have to bring it in early. Keep an eye out on this group right here, second, third, and fourth, because these guys can definitely get together and make things interesting, especially if they were to get a run here. I don't think necessarily that they'll catch West, but I think what'll end up happening is they'll catch each other, be battling hard, and of course Red can throw out a caution. But right now it's go time. So we'll see. Back in Black is really gaining momentum on Sebastian, and we'll see what he can do. He's really gaining that momentum. Let's see. On board the Tribute 16 here, also with the green scheme though. So now that leaves Black ahead. Let's see what he's able to do. Oh, Back in Black getting closer now. I believe he's got his draft now. That engine kind of spool up just a little bit higher down the backstretch. So, theoretically though, Damon's got the freshest tires. He can manage his tires well. Everyone else have to pit. Don't get a caution. He could have strategized his way to victory lane. Let's see what happens. Black has caught Sebastian now. Coming up, less than 10 to go. It's 9 laps to go in this race. All but caught Sebastian, so now what's going to happen here? It's just these guys here. West, long gone. There's much better rotation through the corners. And he's caught him, he's there. He's there. What's it gonna be? Being patient. a little bit of momentum there. As the laps tick down here. The question is, can Wes preserve his stuff? The question here in this battle is, who's going to get the edge? Time is running out on not only the caution, but time is running out on any hope of catching Wes in a whole nother area code. It's been a great race. I want to thank everyone who's tuned in to give their support to Greg Biffle and support to the Blitz Racing League and everything. Thank you very much. As this race comes to a close. And Black get there. He already got to his bumper once. Can he get there? He is there. Look at the blocking. Crisscross applesauce. And in goes the 68 into the corner. Black tried it. He couldn't get it done. I had my son laughing over here now. There we go. He's going to try it again on that right-hand side, that outside, and right on the round. And in the second place is Back in Black. Sebastian's gonna have to do the same thing if he hopes to win it. Remember, lap 90 is white flag, lap 91 is checkered. We're on lap 85, and right there to the rear bumper, he's gonna try to use the bumper. No crisscross for him. He's just gonna try and use that bumper. He moves to 16 and reassumes second place. So now what's the 16 gonna do? Still there on the bottom. It's been exciting so far. Let's not forget also these guys here as they are getting ready to go a lap down. This is the 2 of AIM. Remember, AIM pitted. And then the 3 of Beloved, who has got some tire degradation. So, will he be able to stay ahead of Wes? Let's see what Wes is looking like here. Wes. I think it'd be good. He's managed well. He's got no pressure. He just needs to take his time to get past that lap traffic and pray that there is no caution. But I'm telling you something. The way these guys right here are battling, there definitely could be. Here's the 16 in, trying to catch up. Sebastian trying to keep him from getting that that draft to catch up into 1. Right here is where the action is. I think Wes will be able to get past these lap drivers pretty good here. Being on the fresher tires, having taken care of the tires. I know he was able to get past and make short work of Sebastian. So, or excuse me, Beloved. So here we are, 88 of lap 90 or 91, and it's really gonna have to be a more aggression here. And now you see the tires starting to wear out. be the cause of a caution. We're on 89 here. The leader, once they take 90, there'll be no more cautions. What's going to happen? Could we see a DNF on the white flag as there goes Black? He has just not been able to get that momentum back that he had before. You can tell that car's a little tight there as well. Sebastian was able to get that run on the bottom and create just a little bit of gap there. Leader's taking a white flag. There's no more cautions as we're on lap 90 here, coming to the checker flag. It's been all West in this debut, and it's been the highest Biffle finisher right now, riding third place on the grid. Sebastian in second. Wilder, the other Biffle, managed to take fourth, but it's been this guy right here. It's been this guy right here that has just put on a clinic of how to perform at this oval, really all season long. And what a way to bring home a tribute race. Congratulations to the 72 of West. He wins at Indy. 68 is going to finish second. And Black in the 9 is going to finish third. Wilder is going to finish fourth on the grid. And then we've got Dolphin is going to finish fifth place, and then AIM strategy didn't quite pay off. He's going to finish sixth, and then PC going to wrap up seventh place. Well, it's really, this race, it's been nice. It's been a great run, but you know, honestly, really and truly, it's about Greg Biffle tonight. And so we appreciate everyone who was able to go out there and participate and make it happen for us. Thank you very much. And so let's do this. Let's talk to our top 3 finishers right here. Got you back in here, Sam Cook in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Man, congratulations on that third place finish. Thought there for a moment that you were going to be able to get second. You had got there to Sebastian, but then at some point you lost that momentum and that rhythm, man. But just take us through the run.
Yeah, the run was awesome. The 16 forward that my team provided. We borrowed one from Dolphin's team to get the tribute car and all that. So yeah, it was pretty good. So if I was just in a better solution over tire wear, I would go to that line. But the tire wear what got me.
Yeah, definitely. But it seemed like nobody had an answer for Wes. Anything you could have done differently?
I could have got up. I could have probably got up there, but too long. Yeah, but we'll find out next week at GP and we'll get it done. Back in the Chevrolet.
Absolutely. We appreciate you.
With 3M on the sponsor, because there'll be another Greg Biffle car getting reported.
Well, we appreciate you coming out and supporting this tribute race. Thank you.
Yep, thank you.
That was Greg Biffle, aka Back in Black. Assistant. All right, let's talk to second place finish. If I can find him.
But he was clean, super clean. Sorry.
We are joined here with by Sebastian. I don't know why I couldn't find you in my friends list and invite you quicker. That was weird. But oh man, second place is not bad.
Yeah.
But take us through your race and you know, what you think you could have done differently to catch that 72.
Well, probably could have gotten a bit more practice to start, besides, like, none. Besides that, I imagine the race was pretty good. Felt like I was on pace with most of the pack, except for Wes. But, like, those comp cautions on 1650 were pretty cool. Like, seeing the 216 cars lead. And, on that last run, I might have underfueled my car just a bit, and by the time the race ended, I had 1 lap left. So,
Wow.
just made it.
Just made it. So I know you were glad not to see that caution. And
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the only 2 drivers that were near each other that could have possibly brought out a caution were you and the Back in Black. So take us through that battle right there at the end, because that was kind of exciting too.
Yeah. I mean, I figured out a little later into that run that he was trying to save behind me, which didn't really look like it, but apparently he had also underfueled his car. So we were just battling, and obviously he races really hard. So I was trying to just keep myself out in front of him. And I know I got overtaken once, but I got it back relatively quickly. And then I guess he just fell behind at the end. So I'm glad that I won that. And, pretty good second.
Absolutely, man. Well, we'll get you out of here with who you got to thank.
I gotta thank my teammates, Welder and Wes. Wes was just unbeatable. Welder was mediocre as usual. And thank all my fellow racers for not killing me. I don't think I was in a wreck. And thank you for commentating this race instead of an in-car cam.
Yeah, you're welcome. Especially this race, more than any other, deserved a commentary. So, yep, not a problem. Thank you for being a part of this tribute.
Yeah, see you later, man.
Yep. That was the driver of the number 68, who put on a great show. But it wasn't enough for this guy. It wasn't enough for this guy right here. This guy right here continues to amaze, continues to be virtually unbeatable, continues to put on a clinic. It is Wes. Man, Wes, maybe you should have drove a Greg Biffle car.
Yeah. Free advertising that.
Yeah, I get you, man. Just kind of take us through that clinic you put everybody in, and just, not necessarily, I wouldn't say the secret to your success, but what you attribute to your ability to be so consistent out there.
Honestly, it all comes down to practice. If you just, take time out of your day and just run a tire run or two, I mean, get the lines down, you'll do what I'm doing and out here dominate every week.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, man. You know, normally a more jovial setting, but obviously this is a tribute for a reason. Just take us through a thought or two about Greg Biffle, whether it's a moment or a paint scheme or just thoughts in general about the whole situation.
Well, the Biff, I mean, he was an established racer in NASCAR. Even outside of it, he was an established racer. He's also a very good source when it came to the hurricane reliefs and all that. Like, he was very admirable for that. And, you know, we shouldn't, you know, be sad. We should celebrate his life and his career and what he's done in NASCAR and everything outside. And I think, you know, all this was a good tribute. And, you know, I feel like what people are doing for Greg and his family, I mean, it's tough to have to go through that, and obviously the plane, like, it sucks to lose somebody like that. But all we can do is celebrate him and his family and their life and their success and all the success that'll come from it and all the safety features that'll come from it too.
Yeah, good point. Good point about the safety features and things like that. Good point. I agree 100%. Thank you for those statements. We really appreciate that. Thank you for being a part of this tribute race. I know it was kind of a last minute, not running on Tuesday, running on Monday.
Yeah, well, I had no practice until Sunday, so I mean, I had to come in and put in a couple laps before I came in, but we put on a clinic, so you know.
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Who you got to thank?
I'd like to thank you. You know, obviously VVR, we're the most dominant team out here. And, you know, obviously go follow me if you want to see my POV on everything. Even if I'm wrecking or running last, I'll find a way to make it a show.
Absolutely, man. Thanks a lot. We appreciate that. We'll see you again in a couple weeks. That was Wes, our race winner, and great statements that he made. Good points about, you know, learning from this experience as well as celebrating the life of Greg Biffle and of course his family, his wife and his 2 kids. So we thank everyone for tuning in to this tribute race, and there'll be some extended coverage here in a little bit as we have we're gonna have a kind of a speed report and just kind of an extension of this. We appreciate everyone tuning in, and we'll see you in a little bit. For those that are not able to tune in later, be sure to hit that follow button. And be sure to be a part of the Twitch Monster 27 community. Be sure to hit us up on YouTube, stream Monster 27. This is Sam Cook signing out.